Hello. Welcome back to another stream. Today we're just gonna be doing quite a bit of working here and there. But essentially I will be showing you my editing. And yeah, just feel free to just join in. You may not need to understand what I'm doing, but I will be just working maybe for the next 2 3 hours depending on how long I want to work for this project that I'm working on. So feel free to say hi. I would love to just chat a lot and let's just see where this stream really just takes us. Um, Unfortunately, I am not doing any gaming, but that doesn't mean I will be enlightening you in terms of talking about games. But feel free to just talk about anything, to be honest. Uh, okay, let's just see if anybody's in chat. If anybody's in chat, feel free to say hi, by the way. Other than that, let's get this thing started. It's currently 8:51 a.m. in Singapore, and it's really cold. Ooh, I'm I'm basically like shivering right now, even though I have my fan switched on, and it's like its lowest setting. So that's how cold it is. Usually I have to put it in like full blast. So I don't know, honestly. Okay, today we're gonna be doing my own podcast. So let me just give you a little bit of what it is essentially. It is my very own podcast, and if you would love to check it out, much appreciated to be honest. Um, so this is a little bit of like a self self-centered promotion to be honest. But I think um this podcast is actually a podcast that I've done it since during the start of COVID. And yeah, just do feel free to check it out. It's over on Spotify and as well as YouTube. I have it on both platforms. So this is called Lim Kopi Podcast. And in the Lim Kopi Podcast, what we mainly talk about inside are mainly just growing up topics. So things that you kind of experience while growing up, or maybe just social issues that you kind of just experience. Not a very controversial show. It's just mainly like how I would describe it to a regular Singaporean is that things you do talk about when you're in a coffee shop. So for example, you just came back from the gym, right? Or you probably just talk about what you had for gym, or we talk about next year. Next is New Year's coming soon, so we talk about New Year's resolution, or we can talk about traveling because traveling is now made available for everybody. So we probably just talk about that. So it's really very random in terms of its topics wise. And for this editing, we are doing the 21st episode of the Lim Kopi podcast. So if you hit down to Spotify and as well as YouTube, we have currently done it all the way to episode 20. And to be honest, I'm so grateful that we are able to even come up with 20 episodes for the podcast already. And most of it is done alone. I mean, I do have like an audio guy here and there, and I have my co-host as well. But other than that, editing wise, I'm usually doing it, and in terms of promotion of the podcast is mostly by myself. Other than that, enough talking. Let's get down to today's working stream. So let me just go over to editing. Here you go. So this is my, usually you will see this window. If you are joining in for my podcast edit, won't be any gaming today. Because I have a lot of things to do, not just my own personal content. I have my own freelance work to handle later on. So in case if you are very confused, I am a freelancer. I do video editing and as well as social media content. Um, I do mostly these two things. But I'm able to do a bit more than usual. So like helping out productions, doing photography, videography here and there. So I'm happy to help out whatever. So if you would like to engage me, yeah, feel free. I mean, I'm happy to have a conversation from there as well. Other than that, today let's just edit this. Okay. As you can see, the timeline is very messy. That's because like I haven't really kind of cut down anything. So you guys are experiencing all of this raw, like as raw as it can get. And I think that's the beauty of this podcast because honestly, half the time we're just like talking nonsense. And I think that's the whole beauty behind this podcast, honestly. We're just having fun, and that's the whole thing behind this podcast itself. So yeah, let's get down to business. Before I'm rambling too much, honestly. And yeah, let's just start now. So there will be a lot of awkward moments as well, so just hope you guys don't mind. Um, as well as I have colored the things a little bit, but I think this might be looked a bit too. Yeah, this might look a little bit too yellowish. Yeah, I see the colors are a little bit off. Oh, is it off? Yeah, I see my blue is a bit outstanding. Like, you know. Hmm. Okay. Let's go to color space. Why do I have this here? That's weird. Eh. Okay. Let's put this as purple, I guess. So it's easy for me to tell. So we have a purple and we have the light, we have the pink. Okay, I think the color blue is much faded here as compared to this. So I think for this, right, we can probably just tone down the temperature a bit. And as well as for the color itself, set color. Yeah, anything that it's blue in color, I have to kind of tone down a little bit so it doesn't look too artificial in terms of its color wise. Okay, see, like most of the blue has been kind of highlighted away, which is important. Okay, so most of the blue is out already. The noise 10 and 10. So when we are fixing the color, I'm just gonna decrease the desaturation a little bit. Okay, 60 sounds good. Okay, we will just leave it as it is for this. So I think the color wise, it looks much better. See, it looks less saturated. I think the rest of the colors are pretty consistent to the other ones, so we will keep it as it is for this. Okay, let's see what we have to say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you set the timer? Did you set the timer?
So to give some context, I was actually shooting this episode in the hotel room. Because I can't exactly go to a place and shoot this. Not the most appropriate. Um, yeah.
Not yet. Okay.
Wait, what's that? Eh? Wait. Why is there a random... Okay, that's a little odd. Okay, as long as it doesn't happen throughout the entire thing, I'm totally fine with it. I don't know why is this random. That's weird. Should I disable the proxies instead? I need to do a test on, once again, one final time for the volume.
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't sound bad.
Yep.
Then we can basically start.
Yep.
Just try to speak.
Okay. Define procrastination. The action of delaying or postponing something.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 3.
Mm-hmm. Mic test.
So same as like how I speak from the headphones, as in like from microphone and sometimes with the headphones, right? Sometimes I have to monitor the audio. So when I'm speaking it from the microphone, I am technically what is it called again? Having some echoes on my end for the headphones. So it may sound repeated.
Mic test. Mic test.
No, you don't need to shout, you don't need to shout.
Mic test.
You don't need to shout.
Is this okay?
Yup, it's okay.
My volume is quite loud though. I hope I don't cough. Ooh.
Okay. I do the intro, huh? Okay. Wait, let me start the timer. Okay, so this whole podcast session actually took up 1.5 hours. So let's just see how much we will cut down from there. So I think also, right, when I was in overseas, my nose was acting up really badly. So I have to keep in mind of the camera angles here and there. So I don't expose too much of my bad nose.
Oh yeah,
Goodness.
drinks.
Oh yeah, the drinks. Oh,
Oh yes, forgot the drinks.
I can't get out. I mean, I can. Oh, let me finish my yawn. Drinky. Give the remote this.
Let's go.
Let me poke it first.
You're gonna hear a lot of sniffing between the both of us because we were kind of a little sick, but not COVID positive sick. I think it's just the flu, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna leave this behind somewhere first. Otherwise, I might end up deleting this.
Ice, right?
Yes. Ice all melted already.
Oh. Then my more sugar good.
Hopefully, I won't yawn after drinking all of that sugar.
Testing 1, 2.
Mic test 1, 2. Am I okay? Really? What?
I think audio was is pretty healthy though.
Try again.
Mic test 1, 2.
Hello. Testing.
Procrastination.
Okay.
Procrastination or procrastination?
Okay, can.
Procrastination.
Okay,
Okay.
let's start.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, I think the volume is pretty healthy, which is good, which is good.
When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So there is no point crying over spilled.
Why am I like delaying a lot?
When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So there is no point crying over spilled milk. But there are ways to boost
Why
your.
am I looking at that direction? Question mark. There was no camera there.
Sorry, let me do again.
Can.
Hmm.
Okay.
When you procrastinate.
Why am I looking at direction? I don't know why.
When you procrastinate,
Okay, let me just inform somebody that I'm doing this as well.
that's time wasted. So there is no point crying over spilled milk because there are ways
Spoon milk. Hello.
to boost your motivation to do things. But I mean, we hope that when you listen to this podcast, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters, that's us, in procrastinating. Let's try again.
Don't really like this honestly. I think Debbie's
You want me
version
to
is
do
better.
once? Okay. You do first?
Okay. When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So there is no point, just crying over spilled milk because I mean there is other ways
No, it's
to
horrible.
boost your motivation to do things. So we hope that when you listen to this podcast, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters. That's us of procrastinating.
It's horrible.
What's with the laughter?
I need to laugh out. Even though I laugh during the recording. Help.
Okay, lah. You try one time. I think the first one was better though.
Yeah, I feel that too.
No, I don't think so.
Wait, where should I look? Both?
You can look here.
Okay. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So, no point crying over spilled milk. But there are ways to boost your motivation to do things. We hope that when you listen to this episode, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of procrastinating. That is, the both of us.
I like how I just do a thumbs up there. So much funnier. Okay, let me just inform some people that I'm doing podcasts here now. Okay, I think we'll probably use that because it's pretty good.
3, 2, 1.
Wait, ah. Okay, let's continue.
When you procrastinate,
Okay, we can start from here. And probably be using the angle from her side.
When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So, no point crying over spilled milk. But they are ways to boost your motivation to do things. We hope that when you listen to this episode, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of procrastinating. That is, the both of us.
Okay, oh yes, I forgot one crucial thing before I start out this, which is putting the noiser. Totally forgot about this. Okay. I don't think I might end up needing my friend's help for this episode. So I think the audio is pretty healthy, in my opinion at least.
When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So, no point crying over spilled milk. But they are ways to boost your motivation to do things. We hope that when you listen to this episode, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the. When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So, no point crying over spilled milk. But they are ways to boost your motivation to do things. We hope that when you listen to this episode, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of procrastinating. That is, the both of us. When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So, no point crying over spilled milk. But they are ways to boost your motivation to do things. We hope that when you listen to this episode, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of procrastinating. That is, the both of us.
Okay, I think when should I start to cut to my side, to the wide angle shot?
We hope that when you listen to this episode, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of procrastinating. That is, the both of you to be more productive.
I think from here, I think is the most. I think this is the best. This is the best timing to cut. Otherwise, it just sounds weird if it's cut mid sentence or something. Actually, let me just unlink all of this so it's easier.
Will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of help you to be more productive and help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of procrastinating. That is, the both of us.
Yeah, with that thumbs up. But I don't know if that's the best
That when you
spot
listen to this episode, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of procrastinating. That is, the both of us.
Okay.
I think that's way better, but
The both of us.
okay. Before I okay, this sucked. So now we are basically in the intro.
Okay. Ken, let's continue. Let me just do a reset on that.
And by the way, like I will be still be putting up all of this like podcast stuff over as a safe video. So you actually anybody's interested in watching all these tidbits here and there, like they will be watching this as well. So all these extra moments I will not be leaving it out somewhere. Yeah.
Thanks.
Not bad. I think yours the piece.
Thanks.
Either mine or the first one or yours.
Huh?
Either mine or the first one or yours.
See which one you like better.
Let's go.
Let me drink first. So sweet.
Really.
It's very sweet.
I try a bit.
Try.
What the hell is this?
Sugared water with some tea in it and grass jelly. Not grass jelly. That's
It's
coconut
very
pudding.
sweet.
I know. Oh, help.
Okay, lah, let's continue.
Mm-hmm. Wait, need to reposition. If not, it will look like it moved. Okay.
It's okay, yeah. Because you'll be in the title sequence already, what?
True.
Change will be obvious.
Oh, true.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it recording?
Go check.
Okay, wait, before I forget, let's insert in the title sequence. This is the... Oh yeah, right, the new one. Okay, good. Just want to make sure that I don't end up putting the wrong one. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's just listen from the top.
When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So, no point crying over spilled milk. But there are ways to boost your motivation to do things. We hope that when you listen to this episode, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of procrastinating. That is, the both of us.
I probably might do a re-sequencing for the intro. I don't know. Like, as much as I do like it a lot, I still feel that there should be a lot of changes in terms of the title sequences. Because it still feels a bit bland. It doesn't have that Lim Kopi texture yet that I'm looking for. But I'm very bad at motion graphics.
Is it recording?
Go check.
Okay, so probably can start from there.
That one? Okay.
What is she doing?
Reset
Hello.
timer.
Okay, let me just put it as my ears.
3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. 1.
Okay, we can start from here. I think the audios is just so healthy. Like, I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, the audios is just so damn healthy for this. Okay, so here, starting from here.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Lim Kopi podcast. My name is Kokao.
And I'm Debbie.
Yes, so in case if you watched the first two episodes, she's been Kokao.
And I'm Debbie.
Yes, so in
Oh, my friend just messaged me like, isn't Twitch for like gamers? Okay. Should I do like a cut to Debbie? That's the problem.
podcast. My name is Kokao.
And I'm Debbie.
Yes, so in case if you watched the first two episodes, she's been the guest co-host for this
Mhm.
podcast itself. Any
Yeah.
thoughts so far?
Any thoughts? Well, that I've not been doing. Yeah.
Any thoughts so far?
Any thoughts? Well, any thoughts? Yeah.
Any thoughts so far?
Any thoughts? Well,
Okay, I think probably from here we can start to cut into her.
any thoughts? Well, I've not been doing much to talk about anything actually, but I hope to have more real life conversations about stuff.
I think this episode is gonna be
Hmm. Okay, we can try to cut down a little bit just to save the time. Cause I think always appreciative. I mean, the good and flexible thing of having double cameras is that you can kind of mask out a lot of things and people can't really tell. And that's a good thing of having it as um
Stuff.
I think this episode is gonna
that's a good thing of having it as a two camera setup. So at least like I'm able to have both perspectives, and if there's any awkward moments when I do a cut from like both the main camera to the side camera, at least it doesn't look awkward in itself, unless like the movements from from Debbie, it's just so obvious. Yeah.
Stuff.
I think this episode is gonna be a treat for you guys because
Mhm.
it's not gonna be mostly me talking. I
Um,
think it's gonna be a lot of her talking.
Yes, I'll be featured more in this episode, hopefully.
Yes,
Oh man. Okay. Let's. Hello there, if you're just joining in, we are editing my own podcast. So this is the Lim Kopi podcast, and mainly we just talk about social issues and just things that we just randomly talk about, honestly. So yeah, feel free to just give it a follow, if you do enjoy this editing session. Actually, other than that, I'm happy to talk about anything and everything under the sun.
I think it's gonna be a lot of her talking.
Yes, I'll be featured more in this episode, hopefully.
Yes, because I think
Okay, because I do a thumbs up there, I need to kind of like switch to the next camera. Otherwise, it makes no sense.
a lot of her talking.
Yes, I'll be featured more in this episode, hopefully.
Yes, because I think we have actually looked back from the previous two episodes that we shot in KL,
Mm-hmm.
Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So I think in retrospective, you okay? You're talking about it roughly.
What about it?
Okay, so I think we have received. So I think in retro.
Okay, we can kind of like cut this a little bit, but unfortunately there will not be it. It's obvious cut, obviously, but it's okay. I want to save that time a little bit. Honestly, like every few seconds does count a lot in terms of getting the
Malaysia. So I think
experience.
in retrospective, you okay? You're talking about it roughly,
What about it?
roughly.
Okay, then this one we will just cut back to Debbie.
Roughly.
What about it?
Okay, so I think we have. Okay, so I think we have received. So I. So I.
Hmm. Okay, so I don't know if I can try to save that few frames there. Um, Ideally, it'd be nice to have that few frames saved.
Okay, so I think we have received quite a good feedback in terms of how the. Okay, so I think we have received quite a good feedback in terms of how the season is so far. We did a little rebranding. It's we did a little far. We
I think the can just take away.
so far we did a little rebranding. So far we did a little rebranding itself in terms of
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
Kopi podcast. We have a new theme song.
Mm-hmm.
We have a new guest co-host, which is Debbie herself, and
Yeah.
as well as we have a bit of like a visual overhaul, a bit of like a visual.
Okay, that one we can kind of cut that away. So just gonna get rid of those awkward moments.
Little bit of like a visual overhaul a little bit.
Still feels a bit awkward.
We have a bit of like a visual overhaul. Have a bit of like a visual.
Okay, I don't know if this helps a lot. Let's just see. It works. If it doesn't, then we have to go back to um that, I guess.
Like a visual a visual overhaul a little bit. That's the
Hmm.
title sequence. So the three main things of that. Also we're starting to do up that. Also
So this is the part where I'm addressing about the problems that we faced in the previous two episodes that we shot in KL. Um, I think in retrospective, in terms of my experience shooting it, the episodes, it hasn't been easy. Um, I think at the end of the day, we had some technical difficulties in terms of with the audio, so the audio seems a bit bad. But I think my audio guy, he did a really good job in trying to save as much as he can. So I think major props to him.
also we're starting to do up a little bit of that. Also we're starting to do up a little bit of this multi-camera setup. So it looks a little bit more professional in terms of if you are looking it through the video versions of this podcast.
On YouTube.
Yes, on YouTube, by the way. Of this podcast.
Okay, we can probably just cut there because just to illustrate the point that we are doing multi-camera. So at least like we can show a little bit of Debbie. So it makes sense, this whole comment itself. And at least like when I try to edit, it makes sense when it's like on video itself.
Of this podcast.
On YouTube.
Yes, on YouTube, by the way.
YouTube.
Yes.
Okay.
YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube.
Yes.
Okay, so this probably works. Okay, I'm gonna take a break at every 15 minutes worth of editing. So like, yeah, just chill a little bit.
YouTube.
Yes, on YouTube, by the way. So
Nah.
if you're looking it, it's not looking. If you're listening it
Watching
through
it.
Spotify,
Watching through Spotify, what am I talking about?
yes, on YouTube, by the way.
Nah.
So if you're looking it, it's not looking. If you're listening it
Watching
through
it.
Spotify,
Listening to
why are you still
Spotify?
here? Look at it through YouTube, and you understand why we are kind of amping up the quality.
Listening to
Why are you still
Spotify?
here? Look at Spotify.
Listening to
Cut this a bit.
Spotify.
Listening to
Why are you still
Spotify?
here? Look at it through YouTube, and you understand why we are kind of amping up the quality of the podcast itself.
Yes, and also look at our beautiful faces.
Of the podcast itself.
Yes, and also look at our
Okay, so Debbie talks.
Itself.
Yes, and also look at our beautiful faces.
Not say beautiful, but also I'm handsome as well.
Ahem.
Oh my god, that's so shameless. Not that I'm thinking it through. It's just. Oh man, I feel so bad.
Faces.
Not say
So embarrassed by just hearing that.
Beautiful faces.
not say beautiful. Itself.
Yes, and also look at our beautiful faces.
Not say beautiful, but also I'm handsome as not say beautiful, but also I'm handsome as well.
Ahem. Well, not for me to judge, but
Also, I'm handsome as well. But also, I'm handsome as well. I'm handsome as well.
Um. Okay. This.
Sis.
Not say beautiful, but also I'm handsome as well.
So for this, just go back to Debbie.
Also, I'm handsome as well.
Well, not for me to judge, but sure. Okay.
Okay, it's subjective because
I think that long pause is good. I'm not gonna cut that long pause.
Well, not for me to judge, but sure. Okay.
okay, it's subjective because I do want people
Yes, I don't want people to say that I'm being arrogant or something, but it's just just a quick banter, I guess.
Judge, but sure. Okay.
Okay, it's subjective because I do want people to like go down to the comment section to say no, this cow is not handsome,
Oof.
but I mean I am who I am today, so it's handsome,
Oof.
but
Okay, I think probably from there we can just cut a little bit.
not handsome,
Oof.
but I mean I am who I am today, so it's my genes honestly.
Mm.
But I think besides that, we received quite a bit of feedback in terms of like the audio. That's one of them. And in the previous episode, unfortunately, due to a very bad technical difficulty, we did not have the guest faces for Susan and
Mhm.
Nicholas. So
Mm.
we humbly apologize to them because I think it's something
Yeah.
that we did not anticipate, to be honest.
Well, it was kind of.
Okay. So for this, we can just go back to Debbie. Shit, I've been talking too much. We need more of Debbie. Okay, thankfully there'll be more of Debbie a little bit. Because if I'm just speaking, then people just be like, "What the hell is this co-host doing? Why is the why is the main host is like cutting in so much?" I try my best to let Debbie speak a bit.
Anticipate, to be honest.
Well, it was kind of. How would I put it? It's. I don't know how to say it, but it's.
Okay, we just give it a bit of empty space so that silence is justified.
It's. Put it. It's. I don't know how to say it, but it's just like maybe we didn't really like plan out that much to, have it all like done smoothly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one thing that we are looking into it, and hopefully we can improve in the upcoming episodes. And yeah, hope that this whole series would get better and better as time goes.
That's true, I think,
Mhm.
personally, because I have done the that's true.
Time goes.
That
Okay, maybe we can just kind of like cut out a little bit so we can save frames.
that's true, I think,
Mhm.
per
And I can't believe it's been 54 minutes since we started the stream already. Goodness me.
Goes.
that's true, I think,
Mhm.
personally, because I have done the previous 19 episodes on my own personally, um, alongside with somebody helping out as a soundman. Other
Mm-hmm.
than that, it's been always a two-man operation,
Yeah,
and having an extra pair of eyes always helps a lot. So, like for example,
definitely.
like, sorry, you're saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So as I was mentioning is that Debbie has been a great help because when we're setting up for
Okay, we can cut that a bit. It's a bit too long of a pause. Okay, I think we can take some time to like look back from the
because
very beginning.
when we're setting because when we're set
Can look from the top. I think that would be nice. See if it works and it works. Okay,
setting up
let's look from the top. Hello there, if you're just joining in. We are editing my own podcast. I'm just gonna do a little, I guess, sneak peek of what we have done so far. We have only like at the we're not even like halfway there or something. This will take some time, I guess. Okay, wait, let me just put this back. For some reason, it's not there. Okay, let's just look from the top. And yeah, this is a podcast. Basically, we do a little bit of social issues, talking about whatever it is, and as well as we just enjoy, whatever that we talk about in this podcast. So mainly just coffee talk sessions here and there. Yeah. So we're just gonna start from the top because I'm kind of curious like how the episode flows now.
When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So, no point crying over spilled milk. But they are ways to boost your motivation to do things. We hope that when you listen to this episode, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of procrastinating. That is, the both of us.
I think one day, when we have like multiple episodes already, we can do a compilation of just all the intros. That would be hilarious to watch, personally.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Lim Kopi podcast. My name is Kokao.
And I'm Debbie.
Yes, so in case if you watched the first two episodes, she's been the guest co-host for this
Mm-hmm.
podcast itself. Any
Yeah.
thoughts so far?
Any thoughts? Well, I've not been doing much to talk about anything actually, but I hope to have more real life conversations about stuff.
I think this episode is gonna be a treat for you guys because
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna be mostly me talking, but I
Um,
think it's gonna be a lot of her talking.
yes, I'll be featured more in this episode, hopefully.
Yes, because I think we have actually looked back from the previous two episodes that we shot in KL,
Mm-hmm.
Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So I think in retrospective, you okay with talking about it roughly?
What about it?
Okay, so I think we have received quite a good feedback in terms of how the season is so far. We did a little rebranding itself in terms of
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rigopi podcast. We have a new theme song.
Mm-hmm.
We have a new guest co-host, which is Debbie herself, and
Yeah.
as well as we have a bit of like a visual overhaul a little bit. Just the
Hmm.
title sequence. So the three main things of that. Also, we're starting to do up a little bit of this multi-camera setup. So it looks a little bit more professional in terms of if you're looking it through the video versions of this podcast.
On YouTube.
Yes, on YouTube, by the way. So if you're looking it, at least not looking, if you're listening it
Watching
through
it.
Spotify,
Listening to
why are you still
Spotify?
here? Look at it through YouTube, and you understand why we are kind of amping up the quality of the podcast itself.
Yes, and also look at our beautiful faces.
Not say beautiful, but also I'm handsome as well.
Well, not for me to judge, but sure. Okay.
Okay, it's subjective because I do want people to like go down to the comment section to say no, this Scott Cow is not handsome.
Oof.
But I mean, I am who I am today, so it's my genes, honestly.
Mm,
But I think besides that, we received quite a bit of feedback in terms of like the audio. That's one of them. And in the previous episode, unfortunately, due to a very bad technical difficulty, we did not have the guest faces for Susan and
mhm,
Nicholas. So
mm.
we humbly apologize to them because I think it's
Yeah.
something that we did not anticipate, to be honest.
Well, it was kind of, how would I put it? It's I don't know how to say it, but it's just like maybe we didn't really like plan out that much to, have it all like done smoothly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one thing that we are looking into it, and hopefully we can improve in the upcoming episodes. And yeah, hope that this whole series would get better and better as time goes.
That's true, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, because I have done the previous 19 episodes on my own personally, alongside with somebody helping out as a soundman. Other
Mm-hmm.
than that, it's been always a two-man operation.
Yeah,
And having an extra pair of eyes always helps a lot. So like for example,
definitely,
like sorry, you're saying?
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So as I was mentioning is that Debbie has been a great help because when we are setting up for this episode, she was helping with me quite a bit of the like the audio stuff, like setting up with the cameras and as well as the microphones and all of that. So I think all of these extra pair of hands really does help a lot in the long run.
Glad to be your
Thank you
assistant.
so much. So I the long run.
Glad to be.
We can just do a cut here.
Glad to be your assistant.
Thank you so much. So I think it helps a lot. So I think
Here, we're just gonna cut to Debbie's perspective.
Assistant.
thank you so much. So I think it helps a lot in terms of efficiency and also what we are going to be talking about today, which is procrastination. A good segue, in my opinion.
Yes.
A good segue, in my opinion.
Yes.
I don't know, it just feels a bit empty. As much that it's okay, but it just feels empty.
A good procrastination. A good segue, in my opinion.
Yes. Oh
Okay,
well.
okay. But before we get down,
I don't know that was a good segue or not, but whatever.
Yes. Oh
okay,
well.
okay. But
Oh
okay,
well.
okay. But before we get
Hmm.
down to today's episode contents, we are gonna go to the Lim Kopi's favorite section, which is Kopi Talk. The Lim Kopi's favorite.
Don't know why there's a additional gap there, but we're just gonna cut that out. So it sounds less awkward on my end.
Lim Kopi's favorite section, which is Kopi Talk. So as you can
Da-da-da.
see,
Oh wait, hold on. Oh,
what you can see,
oh wait.
Okay, so for this one, we have to cut into Debbie so it doesn't look that awkward in terms of its transitioning wise.
As you can see,
Oh, wait, hold on.
as you can see,
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh,
What?
wait, it's still there. Okay, never mind. I
Wait.
don't know if you can see it.
I don't know. You should be able to see it.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so we have 2 drinks today.
Mm.
As you can see,
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh,
What?
wait, it's still there. Okay, never mind. I
Wait.
don't know if you can see it.
I don't know. You should
Hmm.
be able to see it.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so we have 2 drinks today.
I don't know if I want to keep that because it's a bit weird.
Okay.
Okay, let's just cut that out first and see whether that works or not. If it doesn't work, we have to put that in by no choice.
So, as you can see, okay, so we have 2 drinks today. Kopi's favorite section, which is Kopi Talk. So, as you can see, okay, so we have 2 drinks today.
Okay, that works, that works. That works well. Okay, I was a little worried that that may not work, but good. Good that it worked.
So, as you can see, okay, so we have 2 drinks today.
Mm.
Um,
Very iconic of where we are at, which is Kota Kinabalu. Should I explain more?
please.
So,
Okay,
well.
okay. But before we get down to today's episode contents, we are gonna go to the Lim Kopi's favorite section, which is Kopi Talk. So, as you can see, okay, so we have 2 drinks today.
Mm.
Um,
Very iconic of where we are at, which is Kota Kinabalu.
Okay, so we're gonna cut over to Debbie already because I think she's gonna be explaining quite a bit of the drinks of Kota Kinabalu. Yeah. So if any of the viewers out there is from Malaysia, Kota Kinabalu, basically we have Debbie explaining some of the iconic drinks behind Kota Kinabalu. So yeah, if you're listening out, if you want to sponsor us, let us know.
2 drinks today.
Mm.
Um,
Very iconic of where we are at, which is Kota Kinabalu. Should I explain more?
please.
So yes. So what I have here is the yo-yo, not like the toy yo-yo, but it's actually a milk tea brand yo-yo, and I've got the coconut killed milky tea. It is more tea. It is
Okay, we can probably just cut into a wide angle so it makes sense for that. Just to mask out a little bit here and there.
tea. It is more sweeter than I thought it would be, and obviously all the ice has melted, so you can imagine how sweet it is, despite having all the ice melted. So yeah, mine is a milk.
Okay, so we can probably just cut back to her.
Despite having all the ice melted. So yeah, mine is a milk tea for today. What about?
Before I get down to my drink,
Okay, so we can just probably just do a cut there.
before I get down to my drink, I have a very quick question.
Yeah, what?
When you order your bubble tea or whatever it is, do
Mm-hmm.
they ask you for your sugar percentage?
Usually they would actually, but
Before I get down to my drink, I have a very quick question.
yeah, what?
When you order your bubble tea or whatever it is, do
Mm-hmm.
they ask you for your sugar percentage?
Usually they
Yes, I'm the monster that just asks for less sugar. Because I think a lot of people has like really specific orders in terms of bubble tea orders. It's just annoying. I'm just like, nah, just less sugar, call it a day. If it's too sweet, then I'll probably just adjust from there. But I think most bubble teas I'm okay with what it is. I mean, you know what you're getting yourself into anyway when you just drink a bubble tea. And yes, I don't drink bubble teas often. Now that I'm thinking about it, whenever I do Lim Kopi podcast, I have never really drink bubble tea. And I remember from the top of my head, I only drink bubble tea like once or twice here and there. Yeah, I rarely drink bubble tea. And I remember back in one episode, there was only one time I drank bubble tea, and it's not even a bubble tea. It was just like a koi is it Ovaltine or chocolate? Chocolate milk, yeah, chocolate milk bubble tea. But it's not even a tea. It's just chocolate milk with pearls. So yeah, I'm very fascinating when it comes to like bubble tea orders.
usually they would actually, but I don't.
Oh goodness, my nose is just acting up.
No. Well, probably because I didn't. Well, probably because I didn't really like remark.
Wait,
Usually they would actually, but I don't know. Well, probably because I didn't really like remarked like how I want less sugar or less ice or anything. So I think they just got gave me like normal sugar and normal ice for this, which I think is my fault as well. Or it's like how Yo-Yo does things. They don't really ask if like if I want less sugar or less ice. Yeah, so it's really sweet.
hmm. Okay, we can probably just get like
Yeah, so it's really sweet on on the sweeter side. Yeah.
So I think in
thing from there, right? We can just kind of do a simple. Okay, let me think.
So anything. So I think they just got gave me like normal sugar and normal ice for this, which I think is my fault as well. Or it's like how Yo is for this, which I think is
Okay, so from here we can just do a cut.
which I think is my fault as well.
No, I don't know what I'm doing. So that's no, 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 no.
Or it's
Because I'm trying to adjust like my nose a lot in this podcast, so I have to be very careful with not showing my face too much. Thank God, like I have this second camera though. Otherwise, like people will say I'm disgusting or something, but no, it's just my nose just acting up really badly.
fault as well. Or it's like how Yo-Yo does things. They don't really ask if like if I want less sugar or less ice. Yeah, so it's really sweet on the sweeter side. Yeah.
So I think in Singapore
On the sweeter side, yeah.
so I think in Singapore context, this is their localized bubble tea, I would say.
Yes, it's a localized bubble tea, yeah.
Localized bubble tea, I would say.
Yes, it's a, yeah.
Okay, wait, why is that gone low?
I think it's my fault as well. Or it's like how Yo-Yo does things. They don't really ask if like if I want less.
Okay.
Singapore context, this is their localized bubble tea, I would say.
Yes, it's a localized bubble tea, yeah.
Hi, Potato Raw. Thanks for joining in. Where are you from? And yeah, we're just editing my podcast. Oh my god, thanks for the follow. Oh shit, I'm blocking the thing. Okay, let me just readjust this. Yes, so sorry about that. Yes, thanks for the follow. We are editing my podcast, and yeah, tell me more about yourself. And this is my own podcast. We talk about social issues and we just talk about whatever that's, yeah, if you're a Singaporean, basically this is the kind of topics that we usually talk about under your typical coffee shop. So it's really just casual topics, honestly. Casual and just social issues in general. But yeah, where are you from? Oh, you're local. Nice. Yeah, so this is a Singaporean podcast, but as well as a bit of Malaysian here and there because my co-host is a Malaysian. So I think because in this podcast we do have a Malaysian in this podcast, we do talk about things that is Singaporean a little bit with Malaysian culture. So like we try to compare things between the both of us, and I mean that's for the new season that we are doing. So mostly about that. But in this episode we are mostly talking about procrastination. So how are you with procrastination? Do you procrastinate a lot or are you a very efficient person? Nice, thank you. And yeah, I do have my podcast stuff, so yeah, here you go. Eh, why is it not showing up? That's weird. Let me just try again. Okay, yep, it's showing up. So I have my podcast over in Spotify and YouTube. If you do like what you're seeing, editing wise, do feel free to check it out. I'm always happy to have you coming in. Procrastination is my middle name. I'm a horrible procrastinator. Yeah, to be honest. Like for example, I shot 2 episodes of my podcast over in KL back in May, and I released 2 of them. I think one of them was released on August, if I recall correctly, and another one was released just last month. So probably about 3 months or 5 months gap. So by the time like I release those 2 episodes, it's pretty much like kind of off topic already. So I'm very bad at being efficient, but I'm hoping that having this cold stream does help making me less of a procrastinator. So just feel free to work alongside with me. And yeah, let's just see where it takes us for this. And if you do like the content, do let me know like if you have any kind of topics that you want me to discuss about in the podcast. And much appreciated, to be honest. Okay. And thanks for popping by.
Their localized bubble tea, I would say.
Yes, it's
I haven't really explored much on podcast. I think Singapore there's no shortage of podcast, but I think what makes mine stands out more is because of my connection with some Malaysians here and there, but as well as I think I'm trying my best to make it as casual as possible. So it's like I usually invite friends along in the podcast, like not some like key opinion people or celebrities, whatever, because I think the conversations are much more raw when you have it with friends. I haven't really explored much on podcasts, though I want to start listening in on some. If you don't mind, you can start with mine. I don't think mine is the best, but there are a couple of really good ones on podcasts out there in like YouTube or Spotify. So I do release for both Spotify and YouTube. And the one that you're looking right now is for YouTube release. But I'll be basically extracting the audio from here and I'll be releasing it for Spotify as well. So whatever you see here is going to be finalized into the YouTube version as well. Thank you. You're very nice.
Taste bubble tea, I would say.
Yes, it's a localized bubble tea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're in Sabah or at least in Kota Kinabalu, so
Out of curiosity, because this is a segment in the podcast where we talk about our favorite drinks. Out of curiosity, what's your favorite drink?
Yeah.
Okay, just gonna do a little bit of this. Like alcoholic or non-alcoholic? Oh, we're going there. To be honest, when I ask for a favorite drink, it's really up to you how you answer this question. So I have done 20 episodes or 21 episodes now of this episode, this whole podcast itself. People have given me really interesting answers. Some of them gave me protein shakes as their favorite drink. Some of them gave me water as their favorite drink as well. Some people given me like alcoholic drinks. So honestly, whatever floats your boat, definitely water. That yes, water is good, so I'll just hydrate now. Yes. But Singapore, it's like, it's so hot. You must really drink a lot of water. Yeah, better drink more
It's
water.
a localized bubble tea.
Okay, what do you do? Oh wow, your account was created in 2013. Wow, you've been on Twitch for a long time. Okay, let me just check out you a bit. Oh wow, you do streams as well. Oh wow, you play Mini Metro? I'm thinking of streaming that as well. I'm thinking of streaming Mini Metro. Yeah, but I'm really bad with like coordination stuff.
Yeah.
if you're in Sabah or at least in Kota Kinabalu, feel free to check out Yo-Yo as well. I think I had
Mini Metro was a random game I stream and I've got nothing to do. Um, I, I have a fascination of trains actually. Um, I don't know if I mentioned in this podcast before, but when I was in Vietnam, I took an overnight sleeper train from Hanoi to Lao Cai, which is where people go for Sapa, yes. People go Sapa for the mountainous views. So that was my very first overnight train, and it was a sleeper bunk train kind of a thing. And I think anything that is train related, like even in Singapore, like we had the Thomson East Coast line, it just released the third stage. I was so fascinated by it. Yeah, I like trains, but I'm not a huge fan of trains. I wouldn't be a total nerd about it. That's all. But I love management games, honestly. So Mini Metro was a very fun, yeah, one to just play around. Started streaming 3D art edits, then did some gaming, gonna build a Twitch chat game for my affiliate celebration soon. Oh, how many followers do you have? 74, nice. Lesser than you here. There's a sales for City Skyline on Steam now. I actually got it on Epic Games. I've been playing it a bit. Actually, I do enjoy that game. Planning to do that as a stream as well, if there is enough people wanting for that. Um, yeah, probably. Why not? City Skyline is a pretty good game. It's better than SimCity, that's for sure. SimCity was horrible when EA came out with it.
Baru. feel free to check out Yo-Yo as well. I think I had a little sip of hers, and I think it's very.
Wait, I think we have to cut that a bit.
I had
We have to cut it a bit because things are a bit too awkward, in my opinion. So you're artist as well. I mean, impressive. 3D artist as well. I have really fast. I It was the first step in the direction, I guess. Yeah. I'm a fake artist. What do you mean you're a fake artist?
I had a little sip of had
Okay, we should kind of cut those out a bit because I don't want awkward moments a bit. Yeah. I don't know how long I'll be editing today, but I think I'll edit until 12 p.m. or something. Yeah.
had a little sip of hers, and I think it's
Okay. I'm a programming artist. I can't draw. How does programming artist work? Tell me more about it. I have tried using like Cinema 4D and 3ds Max. Goodness me, man, my 3D is just horrible. Cause like I studied motion graphics when I was in my diploma days, and just dabbling into 3D is just nope. It's a nightmare.
hers, and I think it's very sweet.
It's very, very sweet. It's
I cannot brain 3D at all. Okay, all I do is to slap 3D models onto 3D VTuber models and program basic animation into them, all in Unity 3D. All Unity 3D. Okay, I've heard of that. I mean, there's always a market for everything. I'm assuming that you do freelance for those like VTubers, I guess, because I think there's a lot of demand for like VTubers, right? Cause I'm a game developer previously. Yeah. Do you do like rigging as well? Because I believe game developers or game artists have to dabble into that as well, right?
Sweet.
it's very, very sweet. It's too sweet for my liking actually, but
Mm,
oh well. Hopefully, it gives me the sugar rush to rush through this episode.
it's
Yep.
okay. We need the energy. It's
Yep.
okay. We need the energy.
Yes, correct.
Okay, let me just read your comment. I actually plan to learn 2D rigging and maybe start freelance role from there. Cause normally I just edit models and for friends for free. Ah, I see, I see. I think starting out for free isn't a bad thing, to be honest. Like I do free work for people. For example, like I do photography as well. I'm a freelance creative as well, so I do video editing. I do like social media content producing as well. So I don't mind giving like free advices to people or helping out wherever that's needed. I think to gain the experience and the exposure a bit. But after a while, you kind of need to move on from giving free advices or giving free work to actually, providing an actual service to clients. But I think if you're not feeling very comfortable charging yet, so I think that's a good way to tell whether you're ready to start freelancing or not. Yeah, here and there. I don't really treat my edits as a side hustle because I have already a hobby business on the side. Oh, what do you do? Don't mind me, I'm just like editing while I'm looking at your chat as well. Goodness me, why is the adjustment layer always disappearing? I always thought that I always do it properly. Yeah. Just build audio cables. Wow. So I should be looking for you then. My audio is just horrible, and because I'm a video editor, not an audio like guy here and there, so my audio is just horrible. But I mean, I'm always like looking out for advices and everything. Like for example, like, I got this Rode mic. Yeah, but I only know this is good because people just kind of recommend that is good. I'm just only an audiophile. I see. I'm not an audiophile at all. As long as it works for me, I'm happy. I'm actually I'm actually in the lookout for headphones. Do you have any recommendations? Rode mics are great. Yes, they are very good. I actually recently just bought a shotgun mic for my own camera. Yeah. What's an open back? I'm sorry, I'm very bad. I'm very ignorant when it comes to like tech stuff. Please educate me all you want. I'm happy to listen.
So,
It's
yep,
okay. We need the energy.
yes,
Did I do a cut there?
correct.
Okay, I kind of forgot that. Oh, that we didn't do a cut there. Okay. Okay, so we don't need that.
It's
Yep.
okay. We need the energy.
Yes, correct. Mm-hmm.
So for myself,
Okay, so let's get into that. Cut this out.
Yes, correct. Mm-hmm.
so for my
Okay, we probably can cut a little bit more so it doesn't look too awkward as well. Oh wait, I'm seeing the chat is moving, but let me look at it in a bit. Let me just get this out first. Okay. Open back headphones are just sort of audiophile style of headphones that provides way better staging and overall sound. On the there is a slate. Wait, sorry, I need to see. There's a sale right now for Sennheiser HD650 going for 370. Observe headphones been around for over a decade. Take your time. If you keep focusing on the chat, you won't get any work done. Okay, I try my best here, okay? Sennheiser. I heard of Sennheiser. Let's see. Let's see the Sennheiser HD 650. Oh wow, it looks good. I'm using the HD 600. Okay. Known to last a decade if you take care of it well. Okay. I think my current headphones, what's my current headphones? Let me double check. But open back headphones is not for everyone. I think, okay, when it comes to what kind of headphones I want, I am personally okay with whatever that I want. If your environment is noisy and you need isolation, you can't do open backs. I think my environment is okay, to be very honest. But because I'm in the utility room at the back of the HDB, so it's pretty echoey, I would say. Yeah, so that's the problem about this room itself. And I don't really plan to do much to this room because there is a very good chance I might end up moving. If you can hear the TV, it might not be great. No, the TV is very far away from like where I am, so I cannot hear anything at all. But if there's people cooking in the kitchen, obviously I might be able to hear a bit. Yeah. Let me see what headphones do I have. Audio Technica. Forgot what headphones is this already. Oh yes, you hear everything with open backs. Yeah. Ah yes, my headphones is the Audio Technica 80H M40X. I don't know if you know this one. It's a very cheap headphones because I just want the headphones that works in my opinion. But I went to the challenger and then I asked the guy, oh, MX F40X is a decent headphone. Yeah, it's pretty decent actually. It kind of lasts me for 1 year already, but it's there is a bit of cracks forming already. So I don't know. Like I think you can see that the cracks are forming already. So I don't know. I might want to change headphones because it's the season for me to change already, or just kind of deal with the cracks a little bit. It's not like very obvious cracks, honestly. Leather ear pads crack if you don't clean it often. Yeah, I'm very ignorant when it comes to things like this, but yeah, I will try my best to clean down. Because okay, I'm a person who sweats really easily. So when it comes to headphones, that is also another factor as well.
So for myself, I have Kopi Ping, but since you but
Okay, let's go. This. If you're okay, if you consider stepping into open bags, you can always start with something with the Philips S. Okay, let me just take a look. What is that? Philips S. I was thinking of going to like the Peninsula Plaza nearby to the Funan Mall there, because there's this one shop that has sell like a lot of headphones and everything. I think it's Luther. Like I actually bought my Rogue Arm stand from Luther. Luther Music. Ooh, that looks good. Not too bad. It's about 200 plus. 200, 300, I would say. I think my budget is from like 150 to 250. I don't want it to be a very expensive headphones because like I think I will always like try to, yeah. But for headphones, consider Connect It at 313. They have a wall of headphones to try. Okay, thanks for the recommendation. I will go there then. 313 Connect It. Let's take a look. Ooh, that's a lot of headphones there. Nice. Oh, I'm in luck. I'm talking to you now and you're all this like stuff as well. Something great is the Sennheiser or the Hi Hi-Fi Man. So I'm butchering names here. Okay, got it. Okay, let me just put it in my to my Google Keep. So let me just save all these names and everything. But thank you so much for the recommendations. Much appreciated to be honest. Because my technology, right, I like to go to Challenger just to explore around and see like what's there usually. And I'm just like, whatever, I just buy my stuff there anyway. Very ignorant one for me. Okay, tech wishes. Yes, my stuff. No worries, happy to share. Thank you so much for your recommendations. I think it will help a lot. Yeah, much appreciated. Okay, yes, so Sennheiser and the Hi-Fi Man. If I'm pronouncing correctly, I'm sorry. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm actually looking to replace monitors as well. Like my current monitor and my secondary monitor is here. So my secondary monitor is also a vertical screen, and also my primary monitor is a horizontal screen. So always been looking out for VESA mounts and everything. Yeah. A bit too late. 11 sales over. It doesn't matter how many sales is there. I have no money. There's no point. So I think, oh well, no money, man. No money to make honey.
But since you yourself introduced Yo-Yo so well, maybe you talk more about Kopi Ping.
Oh wow, go.
Okay, kopi peng. The monitor I got, I think I paid $355 for it. Wow. That's flexing right there. I always buy those cheap monitors from Samsung. Oh wow, that's a very good one. 27 inch, 1440p. It's OEM gaming laptop that isn't pre. Okay, I'll be very honest. I was actually looking through at Prism, and I was somewhat convinced to get Prism until a lot of people tell me that Prism has really bad customer service, as well as their monitors have very bad quality in terms of it won't really last well. But that is just my what I've heard from people, and I have never seen it in real life. And the fact that they don't sell it in like your typical Courts or Harvey Moment or Challenger or whatever it is, basically. Do you mind dropping me a link? Link to which one? Yeah, so the fact that Prism is not like available in any physical
Oh
stores.
wow, go peeping is actually, well, as it says.
Prism is cheap is because they don't need to pay for retail space, they sell everything online. Yeah, that's why. I was looking at Prism because of the price. The problem is that I want to test them out. I want to see them in real life. That's why I always enjoy looking at physical stores. But I believe Prism has some physical experience store now. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, you got this. Okay. Oh, do you mind me dropping a link? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Ooh, you got this. Is it Vesa mount friendly? Wow, the resolution. It's very close to 4K already at this point. Desk mount. Oh, that doesn't have a Vesa. Oh, there is a Vesa mount. 100 times 100. Okay. Ooh, cool. Okay, there's a monitor, DP, cable, power cord, and power adapter. Okay, cool. 5 star. The monitor stand uses VESA as well. Okay. I don't think mine uses VESA as well because I think mine is one of those cheaper monitors, so unfortunately cannot. Rotatable to vertical as well. Yeah. I'm considering getting those like monitors that has VESA mounts.
It's iced coffee translated. So yes, Kopi Ping is actually a localized brand as well. They sell, well, obviously ice milk coffee, and also they do have like normal coffees as well, but this would be like, this is the feature of the brand.
Oh.
Yep. Like this is the feature of, this is the feature.
Okay, we have to take out the so because it's a bit annoying. Um, let's just see if we can take out the.
Like this is the
Okay, so it's from there. So let's just try to cut out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then we have to kind of put it back in.
this is the feature of the brand.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
works. But we have to cut into the different angles so it doesn't look so weird. So these are some of the editing tricks that I use. Kind of have to make do with what you have.
This is the feature of the brand.
Looking great. Yeah. Because I came from a production house background, so I kind of learned all these tricks here and there. Yeah. Okay. Um, uses Mesa 2, rotatable to vertical 2. Every modern monitor supports VESA. Mine is not modern, that's for sure. It's not like potato quality monitors like from 10 years ago kind. Is it 10 years? I think it's almost 10 years already. I think the main one that I'm using for the old one that I'm using for the vertical is a pretty old one. But the one that I'm using for the primary monitor, it's a curved screen. So I don't know if I can try to do Visa here and there. So I probably have to get like a few friends of mine who is like into monitors and just ask them about it here and there. But yeah, but I'm thinking of selling them anyway and get a better monitor anyway because I do yeah, I care about the quality of the screen sometimes. Yeah, and plus I want it to be a bit bigger, so I don't mind selling uh, my monitors as well. I have an old Dell monitor that doesn't support Visa 2. Hmm. Yeah, old monitors are just a hassle at this point. I don't know, like what do people use old monitors for? Like just recycle them or just use it as a small TV for yourself or something? I don't know. It's like it's so wasted, I feel.
Yep.
Oh,
Copy ping.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a pretty good one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Okay. I just throw them away as a secondary monitor for productivity. Yeah. But the problem is that if the second monitor, right, like the inputs are those like very old ones like DVI or the what's it called again? The VGA cables or whatever, you probably have to start to replace them already. Yeah. I'm thinking of getting a third ultra wide monitor to mount it on my wall. Wow, that's some serious stuff right there.
The feature of the brand. Yep.
oh,
Copy ping.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a pretty good one. I mean, it's a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of Kopi Ping as is what it
Obviously,
is.
there's no ice inside because it's
Okay, so I'm gonna cut this out a bit because there's a bit of a gap there. So then we just cut into Debbie. Okay, let's just see. Because I work from home and my work requires quite a bit of windows to be opened. Okay, so we have a very multi-user here. Yeah, multi-user, that's for sure. Like, I think because I'm streaming right now, I have my Premiere Pro up on my main monitor and my secondary monitor is all my like OBS stuff. So I can actually see what's going on as a glance. But I might want to have like a third monitor in the future for like purely looking at streaming stuff. So sometimes when I do my own stuff here and there, I do have my secondary monitor, but very rarely I use it sometimes. And sometimes I just use it to like look at scripts or look at social media and that kind of stuff. Because most social media is designed optimally for vertical. So it's very useful to have it as like a secondary monitor that is vertical. But then like my mom was asking me, why the hell do you have it as like a vertical? And even some of my friends that came by and they're wondering why do you have a vertical screen? So I had to explain to them that social media is designed for vertical screens. It doesn't make sense for like a horizontal view. But because sometimes I do watch a lot of videos here and there and I put it in with my secondary monitor, yeah, then I'll be wondering like, oh, this is not the most compatible here and there. And sometimes it's really funny when I do streaming, right? And before I start recording, and they will launch the games on the vertical screen. I'm just like laughing internally sometimes. And hello there, we're just doing up a bit of my own podcast, so feel free to join in. Yeah. it's just hilarious, honestly. Sometimes like you see games that open on your secondary monitor and you see the potato quality of everything. It's just hilarious in my opinion. Okay, let me try to resize my windows a bit. Okay. Now, good. Let's continue.
As it's what it
Obviously,
is.
there's no ice inside because it's already packaged.
Yeah, it's
Let's go this. My second monitor is holding up really well. I heard that it used to cost $400, but it's at least 5 years old. Ooh, 5 years old and it's $400. You got quite a good bargain, I feel.
yeah, it's packaged already, so
Mm-hmm.
don't expect when you buy this it's like with ice or something.
Mm,
It's in the fridge, so you basically kind of get it what it is. I
yeah.
drank one of them, and today I actually bought three.
Yes. I don't know how that left an impression on you, but well,
them, and today I actually bought three.
yes.
Bought three.
Okay, so let's just cut to Debbie's reaction because that's hilarious in my opinion. I got it for free. Oh my god, how do you get it for free? I'm jealous. I want the free monitor too.
Three.
Yes. I don't know how that left an impression on you, but well, feel free to support local.
I don't think it.
I like to support local stuff. I really do. I try my best, but I don't have the money sometimes. Oh well. I'm broke. Relative gave it away. Wow. You're flexing. Buy creative, support local. Support local. Actually, I have a tripod with me, and it's a pretty sturdy, like metal kind of tripod. And it's from my father, because my father used to do like quite a bit of photography slash videography, if I recall correctly. So it's been passed down to me, and sometimes I use that as well. But it's so heavy. It's like carrying metal rods. That's how heavy it is. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep it as a keepsake and pass down to my children if they're gonna do videography and photography in the future. But I do have my own personal tripods and everything, so yeah, they work for me anyway.
I don't think it's about just some.
Heavy equals sturdy. Yeah, true. It's sturdy. Hi there. Hi UCX. Thanks for joining in. We are not playing Forza Horizon, but we are actually doing a work stream here. This is actually my podcast. Let me just do a quick shout out to my own podcast. Yeah. So this is actually my podcast called Lim Kopi. It sounds a bit foreign to you. But essentially what it means is just let's drink coffee. I mean, I think this is what it means by potato, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I think it's a Singlish slang. It's a slang in Singapore. We call it lim kopi, but essentially it just means that we're having a coffee, or at least having a conversation. So in this whole podcast itself, what we do in this inside is that we basically talk about social issues. Yeah, talk over coffee. Yeah, basically that's what it means. Yeah, so basically what we do is that we talk about social issues and as well as just random topics that come up to our like in our conversations here and there lah. For example, like in this episode, we're talking about procrastination. So what are you a procrastinator? How do you keep yourself away from procrastinating, and what are the tips that can you do and everything, and stories here and there. So these are the kind of topics that you will kind of discuss with your friends in the daily basis, and we're just gonna stretch it into a whole like episode of a podcast here and there. So essentially, this is what the podcast really is about. And if you have any like suggestions on like what kind of like topics you want me to feature, I'm always happy to listen to any of the feedback and everything. It sounds great. Thank you. Yeah, so I am currently editing the video podcast, but as well as like the audio version as well. So whatever that you see here, it's probably going to be finalized in the YouTube version for this podcast. And I'm just going to extract the audio for the Spotify release as well. So it's pretty much going to be the same thing anyway.
Free to support.
Actually, you know what? Since like the two of you guys are here, can I just show you guys a quick snippet of the first maybe 5 minutes, I think 3-4 minutes here and there. Sorry if I disconnect throughout the stream, my power keeps going out. Oh, you're having a blackout there or something? Okay, let's just play the first thing, maybe 3-4 minutes, I would say. Yeah. I also need to kind of hear whether it goes okay on my end as well. Sure, share away. Yeah, let's just continue.
When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So, no point crying over spilled milk. But there are ways to boost your motivation to do things.
I'll just
We hope
listening
that
while you
when you
this as well.
listen to
Okay,
this
thank you.
episode, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of procrastinating. That is, the both of us.
Thank you. I like the animation as well, but I think it's a bit bland in my opinion. And also I edited this as well. What do you post the podcast on? Spotify and YouTube. So as mentioned in my command of uh exclamation mark podcast, I do release it on Spotify and on YouTube. Just type out Lim Kopi podcast. It's gonna be up there anyway. Thank you. I actually do love the music a lot.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Lim Kopi podcast. My name is Kokao.
And I'm Debbie.
Can I have a coffee with a
So,
hot
in case if
steam
you watched the
flowing
first two
to make it less
episodes,
bland.
she's been
Okay,
the
my motion graphics is horrible, so I will try my best to do that for the next season. Thank you. Okay, let me just put it out there for like comments and everything.
guest co-host for this
Mhm.
podcast itself.
Yeah.
Any thoughts so far?
Any thoughts? Well, I've not been doing much to talk about anything actually, but I hope to have more real life conversations about stuff.
I think this episode is gonna be a treat for you guys because
Mhm.
it's not gonna be mostly me talking. I
Um,
think it's gonna be a lot of her talking.
yes, I'll be featured more in this episode, hopefully.
Yes, because I think we have actually looked back from the previous two episodes that we shot in KL,
Mhm.
Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So I think in retrospective, you okay with talking about it roughly?
What about it?
Okay, so I think we have received quite a good feedback in terms of how the season is so far. We did a
I'm
little
recording down
rebranding
your
itself.
comments, by the
So
way.
Mhm,
Rico
yeah.
P podcast. We have a new theme song.
Mhm.
We have a new guest co-host, which is Debbie herself, and
Yeah.
as well as we have a bit of like a visual overhaul a little bit. Just the title sequence. So the three main things of that. Also, we're starting to do up a little bit of this multi-camera setup. So it looks a little bit more professional in terms of if you are looking it through the video versions of this podcast.
On YouTube.
Yes, on YouTube, by the way. So if you're looking it, at least not looking, if you're listening it
Watching
through
it.
Spotify,
Listening to
why are you still
Spotify?
here? Look at it through YouTube and you understand why we are kind of amping up the quality of the podcast itself.
Yes, and also look at our beautiful faces.
Not say beautiful, but also I'm handsome as well.
Well, Not for me to judge, but sure. Okay.
Okay, it's subjective because I don't want people to like go down to the comment section to say no, this cow is not handsome.
Oof.
But I mean, I am who I am today, so it's my genes, honestly.
Mm,
But I think besides that, we received quite a bit of feedback in terms of like the audio. That's one of them. And in the previous episode, unfortunately, due to a very bad technical difficulty, we did not have
I think audios
the
wise is
guest
pretty
faces
healthy. Probably have to
for
increase a little bit
Susan and
for
Nicholas. So
mm.
we
Debbie
humbly
wise. But I agree with
apologize to
you.
them
One
because I
main
think
issue
something that
is
I
Debbie having an issue reaching the microphone. So I think in terms of that, because the audio recording might be affected for her. But unfortunately, because I was traveling overseas, so this was the setup that I have. So I have like two microphones with me, two microphone stands as well, and as well as the audio box that you can see from the what's it called again on the table. My iPad, sorry, her iPad, and as well as my own personal Samsung tablet, and it connects to my laptop and my two cameras here and there. So basically, that's essentially how the whole setup is. Yeah, I'm just like kind of like adapting accordingly as I kind of like trying to change up my setup here and there. Yeah, but I think audio wise is pretty healthy. If you go and listen to my past two episodes, right, it's really bad. I'm a pro condenser mic person when it comes to podcasts. I need to refresh my brain. What is pro condenser again? What is a condenser mic again? You can get a cheap flexible mic for $20, and but so far it sounds really good. Yeah, there is a condenser mic. So okay, if I were to solo this, right? Okay, I did feedback in terms of like the audio. That's one of them. Yeah, that's from the microphone, from the what's it called again? The camera microphone. And in the previous, which is I use a condenser mic. Previous episode, unfortunately, due to a very bad, but of course, it sounds very noisy. Technical difficulty. We did not have the guest faces. So that's why I'm not using that potato quality,
for
and I'm using
Susan
my
and Nicholas.
dedicated
So we humbly
microphone
apologize
itself.
to them because I think it's something
Yeah.
that we did not anticipate, to be honest.
Well, it was kind of, how would I put it?
But I probably might have to get a shorter microphone stand for Debbie. And thanks for pointing that out. I didn't think it looked that awkward in my opinion. I'm quite biased to the my Rode NT USB Mini. Let me double check what's that. Oh, okay. I was looking at the Razer one as well. The Razer one has this similar microphone. Comes with a dedicated podcast software that supports four mics. Ooh, okay. Sounds cool. Can probably get that as well. And I can probably put like a simple sponge with it as well. Yeah, yes, this one. Razer Siren Mini. That one I was looking for that as well. Yeah, UCX, thank you so much for the feedback. Honestly, all this really helps me a lot. Yeah, but Rogue is definitely a better choice if you have the budget. I think I'm willing to spend about 150 each. But because it's a USB mic, right, if I recall correctly, so it's very flexible when it comes to recording wise. Yeah, probably will get that or something. The software allows you to connect directly to your laptop. Yeah, because there's a USB itself, right, if I recall correctly. Okay, let's continue editing.
I don't know how that left an impression on you, but well,
Connect four of the same mic. Yeah, correct. Yes, I've been wanting to have multiple people because right now I only have two people and it's already quite painful to edit. But in terms of like microphones and having headphones, I also intend to have like my co-host to use like headphones The problem is that I only have one headphones input. So by this headphones on recording set itself, I was actually inputting it inside to my laptop. So then the co-host had to just listen to me here and there. If you want to get a high budget microphone, a Blue Yeti is the best options for most streamers use them, so you can mount them or have them sit on the desk. Yeah, true. Honestly, I'm against Blue Yeti. Okay, guys, fight it out. I'm here to listen to any suggestions, honestly. Extremely sensitive. Ooh.
Feel free to
Is it
support
designed for like streamers?
local.
I don't think it's about just supporting local.
Mm-hmm.
I am a huge fan of like if it's good, I don't mind spending the money for it.
Mm-hmm.
And bonus point, it's a local brand.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so once it's a
yeah.
Okay, we have to cut that out. It's a bit awkward in my opinion. Okay, so apparently Blue Yeti is extremely sensitive and also huge. It's designed for solo streaming, definitely not for podcast. But it's great quality and a lot of people use them. It's quality, but not in this podcast context. Yeah, I'm using Rode NT mic. It's very bulky in my opinion, so I don't think I'll be using this microphone for podcast. I'll be probably be using this microphone for like my streaming itself. But I know that you can use this microphone for podcast. But just that maybe not because it's very bulky. I have to bring the entire box and everything. It's not very traveler. It's not very traveling friendly in my opinion. Actually, Audio Technica AT2000 is more popular for streaming now. Let me see. Ah, that's nice. Cool. Blue Yeti sort of faded off a little. Cool. But most beginner streamers start with a blue softball. No, I'm not. I didn't start with that. I start with a rope. Because I'm familiar with rope itself, and I know that rope usually works pretty well.
Yeah. So
yeah, so
Don't mind me geeking out. I did my fair bit of research early in the days. I love rope, honestly. Great stuff. Yeah. Rope is a pretty, I would say rope is pretty consistent, usually. But I have my bad experience with rope recently. Because, right, I did not understand how the rope mic stand works for this. I mean, this whole entire thing. So I do not know how this actually works, and I was like panicking over it, and I had to ask like, a couple of friends here and there to help me figure out this. But it's like it's still loose, and it's not like the most stable itself. So I don't know. Probably have to get somebody to help me take a look at this.
yeah, so once it's a local brand,
yeah.
yeah, so
Okay, we have to kind of cut to my co-host instead, because I was adjusting my nose.
mind spending the money for it.
Mm-hmm.
And bonus point, it's a local point.
Okay. The PSA one arm is known to be one of the best and affordable in the market. Yeah, it's affordable definitely. Do you tighten it properly? Yes, I tighten it properly, but I don't know. It's just, and plus I think the clamp itself, because my table has a bit of a gap, so it's not like can fit snugly all the way. That's the problem. And 2 hours in, I've only edited 8 minutes worth of this podcast. Fantastic.
It's a local brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so once it's a local brand, that kind of like sold my heart.
Mm.
Not too sure, never had bad experience with it.
In terms of what
Maybe we can get you to help me. You can be my audio file specialist in this Twitch channel. I'll be happy to help you. What software are you using to edit? I'm using Premiere Pro. I set up mine just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so once it's a local brand, that kind of like sold my heart in terms
Mm.
of what it is, and even Yo-Yo itself,
Very
it's a
sturdy
local
too as
brand
well.
as well. Like I think to give them credit, I think they do have quite a good beverages here and there as well. So
Mhm.
Kopi Ping and Yo-Yo, we love to have some sponsors.
Keep up the good work, by the way.
Keep up the good work, sponsors.
Yes, please sponsor us. We need money. No, lah, I think I'm happy to talk about drinks, honestly. Yeah. So it's a recurring segment in the entire podcast itself where usually we will have like the guest and also got myself and the co-host. We will talk about our favorite drinks at the very beginning of the podcast as like a little bit of an icebreaker itself. Yeah.
To have some sponsors.
Keep up the good work, by the way.
Keep up the
That's so please sponsor Milo. Yes, please. I want Milo. Please get the whole entire Milo truck here. I'll be happy. Oh wait, UCX, if I recall correctly, you're from Australia, right? So is there Milo there as well?
sponsors.
Keep up the good work, by the way.
Keep up the good work. We love to feature you as well.
Well, hopefully one.
Yeah, so yes, Milo is all over Australia. Yes, Milo is in Singapore as well. Actually, in most Asian countries, we do have Milo. Most popular in Singapore and Malaysia, these two countries in general. I had some this morning. Nice. I haven't had Milo in a while actually. I had Milo like when was it? When was my last time having Milo? I think a few days ago. I'm more of a Horlicks person. So there's three people, three kinds of people. Milo, Horlicks, or Ovaltine. I'm a pro Milo person. I'm okay with Ovaltine, but Ovaltine feels less sugar, I feel. I drink Milo because of the sugar. I like the chocolatey taste a lot.
Well, hopefully one day. Okay. One day. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Okay, that's the awkward part already.
Yeah, let's do a
Okay, we have to cut to that. I'm more of a Horlicks person. Yeah. I only drink Horlicks if I want to drink like any oats and everything. I think that Horlicks and oats, right, if I recall correctly. I haven't drank Horlicks in a while. And Milo is like a big thing in Singapore. There's so many different things like Milo nuggets, Milo original, Milo with like less sugar, that kind of stuff. There's like Milo waffles, Milo biscuits. I don't know. There's so many things, and even like in Singapore, ice cream flavors as well for Milo. So there's a lot of Milo flavored stuff in Singapore. What's my favorite food? If you're asking locally, um, I do enjoy um this food. It's called ban ban mian, which is called handmade noodles. Okay, let me just show him because he's not local, so he probably won't understand what's that exactly. Um, okay, let me just do a quick Google on my end. Yes, ban mian is good. Yes, it's very good. Okay, let me just switch over to Chrome. Anyway, where's my? I love my Yu Mian actually. Um, okay, let me just turn down all my stuff. So let me just switch over to Chrome. Hey, where's my Chrome? Oops, the wrong one. This is the wrong one. Eh, why is it not switching? Low. Ah, yes, this is the one. So for some context, this is why I enjoy eating a lot. And I wouldn't even mind eating this a lot of it. And I can eat this like every day. So what it is actually okay, I might be giving it I don't think I'll do justice to explain what it is actually. But just imagine your Vietnamese pho. But it's your typical clear soup with your handmade noodles, with a bit of vegetables, anchovies, minced meat, and whatever it is basically. So it's kind of a little bit like Vietnamese pho question mark. Yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but this is how it is usually. Yeah. My favorite is pork Vietnamese rolls. Oh my god, you're trying to make me feel hungry now. And for some context, Singapore is at 11:02 a.m. Vietnamese spring rolls. Oh man, I actually enjoy the more Chinese kind of spring rolls because okay, I don't really like the wrap. I enjoy it. I just don't like the wrap because it has this very plastic taste that I can't stand. But I do enjoy spring rolls. I think your normal spring rolls, at least in Singapore, that we enjoy eating, this is the one that we usually eat. So it's usually deep fried and it's made from dough. I'm not too sure what's the texture from Vietnamese spring rolls, but essentially this is how it is um for our Chinese style spring rolls. Do I like ramen? Yes, I do like my ramen. I do like my tonkatsu ramen, if I recall correctly. Just no, tonkotsu ramen. I love tonkotsu ramen. Yeah, or miso based ramen. Any of these two, I'll easily get it. Yeah, but ramen is expensive in Singapore. So I rarely eat ramen. I just buy those instant noodles, ramen, and then just call it a day. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to work. Enough of this. I'm, I'm gonna make myself hungry at this rate. Okay. Okay, let's see. Well, what other Asian foods do you enjoy eating, UCX?
One,
Yeah, let's do a simple toast.
cheers.
So yeah, Potato was just mentioning that he likes I'm speaking he, sorry. Um Mee Hoon Kueh. Mee Hoon Kueh is the more flatter kind. The flatter big piece one. I love it as well. My mom likes to cook Mee Hoon Kueh a lot for food. Yeah, it's very nice. I love to spam eating the ikan bilis, which is the anchovies. I love it. They make it very chewy. Yeah, I have a few like favorite handmade noodle stalls in Singapore. Yeah, I have my go-tos actually. I really like curries and fried rice. Nice. Curry is good. I appreciate I appreciate that you like it a lot. What kind of curries do you like? There's a few kinds of curries actually. At least what I've known is that there's vegetable curries, there's fish curry, there's chicken curry, mutton curry, and all kind of stuff. The different flavors to it also, like different kind of curries has different flavors.
Yeah, let's.
There's Japanese curry as well. There's Asian curries, so it's very different. Like the spectrum of curry is really everywhere. And fried rice, like any particular fried rice, because in Singapore we have different kinds of fried rice. But if you say as fried rice, usually if you say fried rice, we just assume your typical egg fried rice. That's it basically. Um, I really like hot chicken curries. Ooh, chicken curries. I ate that yesterday for dinner.
Let's do a simple toast.
Cheers. Cheers to local drinks.
Yes, local. Even says locally brewed, so you know it's local.
Local.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, let's do a simple cut from there. But should we just go through all of it?
I think it's like my first time
Okay, then I just leave it as
drinking
this.
coffee in the show.
Rendang is amazing. Oh wait, speaking of rendang, I remember there's this one meme about rendang where they mention rendang is supposed to be crispy or something. I think it's from some Master Chef or something. It's so hilarious seeing it.
I think it's like my first time drinking coffee in the show.
Really?
If I recall.
Have you tried rendang before? UCX?
Really?
If I recall correctly,
No, you're
I
always
might
on
be.
the tea side.
Rendang. So Potato was mentioning about rendangs. I'm not sure you have tried that before. Okay, let me just do a quick Google search for you so you can actually see what rendang looks like. What is a rendang? Okay, let me explain to you this fine um thingy. Um, let me just quickly go up to. Yeah, so this is rendang. Okay, what it is that it's slow cooked. This is a slow cooked meat with a lot of spicy. Was it in curry if I recall correctly? It's very Peranakan. So you see, it's a rich. Yeah, with coconut and everything. Yeah. So, whoops. Even I don't know what's. I don't even know how they cook this dish. Lol. Okay, let me see how they cook this. Yeah, see, it's been slow cooked and braised in the coconut milk seasoned with a herb and spice mixture. Usually it's a little spicy, but it's not too spicy like a curry. But eventually it becomes dark brown and tender. So it's uh caramelized with and infused with rich flavors. So it's basically a slow cooked dish. And once it becomes fully cooked already, it becomes like this. So it's very delicious. It's very packed with a lot of flavors, and highly recommend to try this if you really like your herbs and spices and just want something different from curry. Because curry is like a liquid based with all of the like the meat inside and all that kind of stuff. But with a rendang, it's basically more drier and it's more like reliant on the flavors inside the meat itself. So all the sauces are basically infused inside into the meat itself. It's really good with coconut rice as well. So you can actually try this if it's available in Australia. If it's not, just come down to any of the Asian countries. I'm pretty sure any Asian countries has this easily. We come down to like Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia. I think these three countries will have rendang really easily. Yeah, it looks really good. Yes, I really like eating this with my coconut rice. Have you had a sun choy bao? Sun choy bao, what is that? Ooh, lettuce wrap. Wow, that looks delicious. Actually, okay, actually, for Asian countries, at least in the Chinese culture, we have this thing like called the Chinese bun. Yeah, banto. Yes. So this one with no wait, not this one with pork belly. This is the one. It's very similar to what you mentioned, but this is with the bun itself and with some lettuce we put inside, and as well as some of the pork belly. So it's like eating a taco or a taco itself or a wrap itself, but it's in a bun format and it has a bit of pork belly and as well as some vegetables and some herbs and spices here and there. It's really good. It's usually served with Chinese cuisines. Yeah, okay, all these talks is making me hungry. I haven't had breakfast by the way, so I'm intending to have brunch later on. Okay, let me just quickly go back to Premiere Pro. Yes, I'm hungry. Oh my god, UCX, you're making us hungry now. Yes, after this stream, we need to eat our brunch. Okay, okay, let me try to complete my podcast to the 10th minute or at least to the next checkpoint or something. Yeah.
Call correctly.
No, you're
I
always
might
on
be.
the T side.
I'm always on the T.
Okay, let me end it until the 10th minute or at least the next checkpoint. Because we're almost finishing the first clip out of all. See, I don't get too distracted here. I'm obviously not working a lot. But usually this like takes quite a while to end it. I need dinner. Yeah, it's dinner time at your side already, right?
Side.
I'm always on the T side.
Hmm.
So I did call it Lim Teh.
Yeah, why is it not called Lim Dad? This is the first time you're
Correctly.
No, you're
I
always
might
on
be.
the T side.
I'm always on the T side.
Hmm.
So I did call it Lim Teh.
Yeah, why is it
Yes, because I'm always drinking teas or like carbonated drinks. I'm never really usually drinking coffee.
Yeah, why is it not called Yeah, why is
Why am I leaving? Why am I naming it as Lim Kopi, but I'm not even drinking any coffee until this episode or something.
Yeah, why is it not called Lim Dad? This is the first time you're having coffee on a Lim Kopi podcast. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting.
Yes, she's just calling me out for that. What kind of snacks do you guys have? Potato? Do you want to say your favorite snacks as well?
Yeah, why is it not called Lim Dad? This is the first time you're having coffee on a Lim Kopi podcast. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting.
Ooh, that's good. I used to love Lay's a lot. Lay's sour cream. Yes! Meadows truffle chips. Thank you for mentioning this. I love my Meadows sour cream and the truffle chips as well. I actually gave it to my girlfriend once and she don't like it a lot. She doesn't like the truffle chips. And I got so sad. Yes, okay. I enjoy Meadows. I think it's a local brand if I recall correctly. And I do like okay, but Singapore is famous for its Irving's chips. Irving's salted egg and as well as those salted egg, right, if I recall correctly. I can't remember already.
Well, it's called
Interesting.
Lim Kopi for a reason, so
My girlfriend loves earrings a lot. So whenever I go overseas, I have to buy for her. She's just a big fan of that.
well, it's called
Interesting.
Lim Kopi for a reason.
Yeah, other than that,
Well, it's called
Interesting.
Lim Kopi for a reason, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking.
Finally, you're drinking coffee after 19 episodes.
you're calling me out like that. So what's nice in Australia? Like, what kind of snacks do you guys have?
drinking.
Finally, you're drinking coffee after 19 episodes. Episodes.
I have to do a quick check whether it's really.
19 episodes.
I have to. I have.
Okay, so let's go back to my the wide angle perspective.
Coffee after 19 episodes.
I have to do a quick check whether it's really just.
Okay, disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. So
In Australia, we love cookies, chip sandwiches, and sausages for snacks. Wow. Sandwiches. What kind of sandwiches do you eat? I love sandwiches actually. I do love my sausages as well, but I don't eat that enough.
Disclaimer.
yeah, disclaimer. So
Disclaimer.
I'll probably put an editor's.
Yeah, it's very luxurious. Like we don't hear that. We don't hear that enough in Singapore. Yeah, usually like for us when it comes to snacks, right? We just eat like biscuits or we just eat like cookies or whatever. Or like or chips here and there. Yes. Sausage is very expensive in Singapore. We have any sandwiches that you can think of. I love my tuna sandwiches. I love anything is tuna. And I mean tuna as in not the actual red tuna itself. I mean mayonnaise tuna. So I love mayonnaise tuna a lot. The spread kind. I like egg mayo. Yes, I love egg mayo too as a kid. But now I prefer tuna more. Oh, that's so cheap. $5 for 15 packs of sausages? I'm flying over there already. As in, okay, we do have our sausages, but we mean by sausages, it's expensive. But if you're talking about hot dogs or franks, it's much more affordable. Yeah. But we don't usually eat that for snacks, you see. Yes, correct. So it's like 4 pieces for like that amount of price. Do you like chicken sausages? Yes, I do like chicken or pork sausages. Not really for beef, I would say.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. Yeah, yeah.
This
Beef is still best eaten as steaks. Yep, correct. What's your favorite temperature? I love eating my steaks in medium temperature because chefs always screw up medium rare for some weird reason. So medium is always the safest bet for me. But I know some restaurants do very well for medium rare, so I am comfortable ordering medium rare for them. But most of the time, I always order medium.
disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. So
Disclaimer.
I'll probably put an editor's and note there.
Yes. Okay.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice. So this is a break time already.
Why I feel like we are dragging it. Really, I feel like I'm dragging it so much. I don't know what to say anymore.
Okay, so we can probably just cut off from there.
No, not there.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, let me just.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are
I'm
finally
dragging
in.
it. Really, I feel like I'm dragging it so much. I don't know what to say anymore.
Oh man, poor Debbie. She's coughing.
Really? I feel like this is like, can I just finish this part already? It's too sweet and it's too cold.
Okay, beef is still best eaten as steaks. The best meat dish is what's that? Okay, let me do a quick Google. What's that? Oh wow! That's like eating I forgot what is it called already. Um there's this like pasta dish or something. Then you put with this meat or something. I can't remember. Okay, I'm butchering it again. Yep. Yes, this thing. Wow, it looks delicious. It's like eating chicken cutlet or something, I think. Thin slice of meat. Usually the meat is tinned with pounding with a meat tenderizer. Most commonly the meat is breaded before frying. Yeah. Ooh, that looks good. It looks like fish and chips, if I'm not seeing it carefully. If you don't tell me what is this, I would thought is this fish. Fish and chips. Because with the lemon there, it's so misleading. Yeah. Okay, let's go back. I'm gonna hunt for breakfast. Be right back. Yes. Yes, please eat breakfast. Don't starve yourself. Thanks for looking, by the way. You can have beef, pork, or chicken. Sizzle. I think it's called sizzle in Australia, but most in the world they only got beef. Oh, so let me get this straight. It's just having a meat. You just pound them to become as thin as possible, and you deep fry them or something, or you fry them to make it golden, crispy, through the breading. As long as it's golden brown and it looks cooked, it looks delicious. By the way,
Anymore.
oh man, poor her.
Really? I feel like this is like, can I just finish this part already? It's too sweet and it's too cold.
It's crumbled meat, then fried. It's pretty easy to make, but it's so good. Yes. Have you tried those Japanese like those katsus and everything? It's very similar to what you just mentioned, actually.
Oh dear. Let me finish coughing.
It's gonna go on double speed because I know there's nothing interesting here.
Position okay, I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Really?
Oh, you need to sit upright.
Of course, yes, I'm just resting my back a bit. It's very upright.
Yeah. Let's continue.
Okay, let's continue.
I'm zoning out. Ow. No!
Yes.
No!
Now!
No!
Ouch.
Okay,
Okay.
let's get down to business.
So for today, we're
Okay. Let's cut off this entire part. And we have a good amount of, yeah. Yes, correct. Chicken parmesan. So I think this is the one that I was talking about or something. The one that they do, yeah, it's very similar if I recall correctly. Like pound and everything, and then you'll put it with the pasta or something. But you can have different toppings. My favorite is chicken parmesan. Yeah, I like it as well. But I don't often eat this because it's so sinful. I feel like I need to fast for the next 5 days because it's so much calories.
Okay.
So for today, we're gonna talk.
Okay, I think we just cut to her.
No, no
Yes.
death.
Okay.
Okay, let's just cut to her instead because it's a bit weird actually. Okay, I think I'll end it until here. But essentially we are about how long are we into this already? And I just realized that we have 5 people viewing the stream. Yeah, but thank you so much for coming in to view this podcast. And essentially my podcast is this. Let me just repeat once again for this entire stream. Um, essentially I do my own podcast and it's out of my own like passion and everything. And this is called Lim Kopi podcast. Essentially, if you are a foreigner, what it means is that it's just means conversations over coffee. Locally, Lim Kopi, you should know what it means lah. Okay, I'm not gonna explain from there. Um, yeah, we typically talk about social issues or anything that is just casual conversations. And yeah, we just have it over a cup of coffee or two. That's it. Or a cup of your favorite drink because I don't usually drink coffee, but that's it basically. Yeah. So I think originally I think the whole episode was recorded to be about 1 hour and 30 minutes, but I've edited 10 minutes worth and I've cut down about 7 minutes worth, I guess. Yeah. So 7 minutes worth of the podcast has been deleted. So that means like when you watch this episode, it's much more tighter, and I'm saving minutes from you guys. If yeah, so thank me for that. So I have to like really go through it every day and just to cut down all of that. I might do some of this off stream because I don't want to like kind of spoil the episode a little bit. Um, so at least like when you guys watch it, um, in the YouTube and as well as in the Spotify version of this podcast, at least like you are able to kind of be surprised with the things that we talk about inside the podcast as well. But thank you so much for joining in. I think I will just do a bit of just chatting. Um, before we can just end off the whole session here and there. But before that, let me just go for a quick toilet break. And once we return, we might play a game here and there or something. I don't know. Let's just see. Like if you guys want me to play a game, I'm happy to play a game, but I won't be playing too long because I have work to do. And yeah, let me just switch back to just me myself. Yes. So I don't mind playing a game. I don't mind doing just chatting. I've just subscribed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your subscription for I don't know what you subscribe to, and honestly. It's either the YouTube or the Spotify, but thank you so much for the subscription. But yeah, if actually UCX, would you like to watch me play a game? Or should we just do just chatting for the next maybe 30 to 1 hour? Because I intend to end off the stream in the next 30 minutes or 1 hour. Let me know what do you want me to do for the next uh 30 minutes to 1 hour. Sure, I'll watch you play a game. Uh okay. What game shall we play? Four Guys? Are you okay with Four Guys? Um I don't want to play Forza Horizon because it's a pretty lengthy game. Um and I think it's not the best game to play right now. Because I kind of completed my playlist already. What's my favorite game? It's actually Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. But usually I will play that on Saturdays because um I have played that quite a lot of times, and I'm just playing through like different difficulties and everything. So it's my flagship series in this um channel. But I do play Fall Guys as well. So I think maybe we just do Fall Guys in this channel here and there. Yeah. Let me go for a quick washroom break or toilet break. When we return, let's play Fall Guys. Yeah, please stick around. Please stick around. We're not ending the stream yet. Actually, I just ended off my editing stream early, so we can actually just play a bit of games here and there. Fall Guys sounds good. Thank you so much. So let's play a bit of Fall Guys. Um, if you are hanging out in the stream, thank you so much for hanging out. And yeah, if we have enough viewers, maybe we can do a raid as well. But there's nobody online, so we might have to just end off the stream from there. Okay, let me just go for a quick toilet break, and when we return, let's play Fall Guys. See you guys in a bit.